Namaskara, Department of Collegiate and Technical Education welcomes you all for this session. Myself, Undi Siddesh, Lecturer, Government Polytechnic, Kudlihi. In this session, you are going to learn how to write and execute a program 6x square minus 9x plus 2 for a given x value. Under ARM Controller Lab for 5th semester Electronics and Communication Engineering students. In the previous session, you have learned about Introduction to Keil IDE software, different key windows of Keil IDE, different menus of Keil IDE, and also you have seen how to write and execute an assembly language program in Keil IDE. In this session, you are going to learn different general purpose registers, different instructions needed to write this program, algorithm of the program, flowchart of the program, assembly program for this 6x square minus 9x plus 2 equation, and also we'll see how to execute that program in Keil software, and we'll see the result. At last we'll have some multiple choice questions. In ARM7 TDMI we have totally 37 registers. Out of 37 registers, 31 registers are general purpose registers. The ARM processor works in 7 modes. The ARM processor will be in user mode when you are going to do the program and execute the program. In user mode, we have totally 18 registers. R0 to R12 are used for general purpose. R13 it is called as stack pointer. Stack pointer holds the address of the top of the stack. R14 it is called as link register. Link register holds the return address whenever the processor calls the subroutine. R15 it is called as program counter. Program counter holds the address of the next instruction to be executed. CPSR and SPSR are the program status registers. Now we'll see some of the instructions needed to write this program. First instruction is move instruction. This instruction copies the content of source register or the immediate value into a destination register. The general syntax for move instruction is you have to use the keyword move, then destination register, then source. This source either it may be a register or a constant value. If you use a constant value, that constant value should be preceded by hash symbol. When you are going to execute this program, the content present in source it will be moved to destination register. For example, move R1, R0. When you execute this instruction, the content of R0 it will be moved to R1. Second example, move R2, -2. When you execute this instruction, the constant value 2 it will be moved to R2. Next instruction is add instruction. This instruction it is used to add two operands placing the result in the destination register. General syntax of add instruction is, first you have to use the keyword add, next destination register, operand 1, operand 2. Destination register and operand 1 must be registers. Operand 2, it may be a register, or it may be a immediate value, or it may be a shifted operand. The immediate value should be preceded by hash symbol. When you execute this instruction, the content of operand 1, it will be added with the content of operand 2. The result will be stored in destination register. Example, add R2, R1, R0. When you execute this instruction, the content of R1 is added with the content of R0 and the result is stored in R2. Next example, add R2, R1, hash 256. When you execute this instruction, the content of R1 is added with the immediate value 256 and the result is stored in R2. Next instruction is sub instruction. This instruction is used to subtract operand 2 from operand 1, placing the result in the destination register. This general syntax of sub instruction is, you have to use the mnemonic sub, then destination register, then operand 1, then operand 2. The destination register and operand 1 must be a 32-bit registers. N, this is operand 2, it may be an immediate value or a 32-bit register or a shifted operand. When the processor executes this instruction, it will subtract operand 2 from operand 1 and the result will be stored in destination register. For example, sub R2, R1, R0. When the processor executes this instruction, the content of R2, it is subtracted from R1 and the result is stored in R2. Second example, sub R2, R1, hash 256. When the processor executes this instruction, the constant value 256, it is subtracted from R1 and the result is stored in R2. Next instruction, mul instruction. This instruction is used to perform 32-bit into 32-bit multiply operation and stores only a 32-bit result in the destination register. That 32-bit result is only the least significant 32-bit are stored. General syntax is, you have to use the mnemonic mul, then destination register, then operand 1, then operand 2. Here destination register, operand 1 and operand 2 must be general purpose registers. When the processor executes this instruction, it will multiply operand 1 with operand 2 and stores the result in destination register. Example, mul R2, R1, R0. When the processor executes this instruction, the content of R1 is multiplied with the content of R0 and the least 32-bit are stored in R2. Next instruction is branch instruction. Branch instruction, branches are used to change execution flow. B is the simplest branch instruction. Upon encountering a B instruction, the ARM processor will jump immediately to the address given and resume execution from there. The general syntax of B instruction is you have to use the mnemonic B, then you have to write either address or the label. Example, this it is the part of the program. Here we have used the branch instruction followed with the label forward. When first it will execute the move instruction, next it will come to B instruction. When the processor executes this B instruction, it will directly resume the execution from forward, this mul instruction. It will not execute add and sub instruction. These two instructions are skipped. Next we'll see algorithm of the program. First you have to define the code section by using area assembler directive along with the name of the program. The name of the program can be any label. For example, in this program I have used the name of the program as quad. Area assembler directive indicates the assembler. It is the code section or the data section. Code, if you use the code section is only read only. You cannot write or you cannot change the code. If you define it as a data section, the data may be read write. First you have to use the assembler directive area, then name of the program, then so you are writing the code, you have to use the code, and code is read only, you have to use the read only. Code and read only are also a assembler directive. After defining the code section, you have to write the assembler directive entry. Entry assembler directive indicates the entrance to the program. Next, you have to assume the x value for this program. After assuming the x value, you have to calculate 6x square minus 9x plus 2 and store the result. After storing the result, you have to create an infinite loop by using the branch instruction. At the end, you have to write the end assembler directive. End assembler directive indicates that it is the end of the program. Same steps can be written diagrammatically by using the flowchart. The same steps which are explained in algorithm are shown here. It is the flowchart of the program. Next, we will see the program 6x square minus 9x plus 2. How to write the assembly language program for this equation. So first you have to write area assembler directive, then name of the program. I have told you the name of the program, I have taken it as quad. Then it is a code, you have to write the code assembler directive, it is read only. After defining the code section, you have to write the entry assembler directive. It indicates the entrance to the program. So next you have to assume the x value. Here I have assumed x value as 2. So that value should be loaded to some register. So here I have written move R0, #2. The assumed x value, it is moved to R0. Next we have to calculate x square. So for calculating x square, you have to multiply R0 with R0. So for that purpose, I have written mul instruction. Mul R1 comma R0 comma R0. So here we are going to multiply R0 with R0, that is x into x, that is x square, that will be stored in R1. Now R1 contains x square. Next we need 6x square. So for that purpose I have to take the constant value to some register. So for that purpose I have used move R2 comma hash 6. Now the constant value 6, it will be moved to R2. Next I have to calculate 6x square. Now the 6 is present in R2, x square is present in R1. So for getting 6x square we are going to multiply R2 and R1. For that purpose I have used mul R3 comma R2 comma R1. Here the content of R2, that is 6, it is multiplied with content of R1, that is x square. Now it becomes 6x square, and 6x square it is stored in R3 register. Next we need 9x. So for that purpose the constant value 9, it is moved to R4 register. X is present in R0, 9 is present in R4. So we have to multiply R4 with R0 to get 9x. So for that purpose I have used mul instruction, mul R5 comma R4 comma R0. The content of R4, that is 9, it is multiplied with R0, that is x, that becomes 9x, that is stored in R5. 6x square is present in R3, 9x is present in R5. So next we have to calculate 6x square minus 9x. So to calculate this one we have to subtract 9x from 6x square. 9x is present in R5, 6x square is present in R3. So we have to subtract R5 from R3. So for that purpose I have used sub instruction, sub R6 comma R3 comma R5. Now 9x, it is subtracted with 6x square and the result is stored in R6. Now R6 contains 6x square minus 9x. So to complete that equation we need to add 2 with the 6x square minus 9x. So for that purpose we have used add instruction, add R7 comma R6 comma hash 2. R6 contains 6x square minus 9x. For that value you are going to add 2. Now it becomes 6x square minus 9x plus 2. That is stored in R7. So you can get your result in R7. That is the end of the equation. 6x square minus 9x plus 2, and the value will be present in R7. After that you have to use stop B stop, that is branch instruction, to create the infinite loop. Here stop, it is the label. At the end you have to write the assembler directive end, it indicates the end of the program. So this is the assembly language program for 6x square minus 9x plus 2. Now we'll see how to execute this program in Keil software. Open the Keil software present on the desktop icon. Now first you have to create a new project. Go to project, new project. That you have to create one folder in any drive. So I will select D drive. I will create a new folder. You have to create a new folder for a new project so that you can access all the files in that folder. Now I will make it as exp2. In that file I will save the project as exp2. Now we have to select the processor NXP in that LPC 2148. To select LPC 2148, press OK. Here it will show copy Philips LPC 2100 startup code. For assembly programs, you should not add this startup code for the project. So press no. Now here you can see under target source group 1. Now we have to select a new file. Then you have to write your assembly program in this file. So for just I will copy that program. Paste here. Here for area assembler directives and instructions, you have to give one tab or one space, because this left margin it is kept only to write labels. Here stop it is the label, you have to left assign that label. For every program you have to see that whether you have left aligned the label or not, and whether you have given one space or a tab for assembler directives and instructions. So after writing the program, just I will save that program in the same folder with the name exp2.asm. You have to save the file with extension .asm. Save. So after saving that program, you have to add that ASM file to source group 1. Right click on source group 1, add files to group source. Here you have to select .asm file, exp2.asm. You have to add that file to source group. After adding, close it. So now you can see the .asm file under source group 1. After adding the ASM file, you have to debug it. You have to build the target to check whether errors are there or not. So you click on this build. Now you can see 0 errors and 0 warnings. Now if you get 0 errors, now syntactically the program is correct. If you get any errors, you have to check the syntax of the program. After getting 0 errors, you have to run this program. For the running of the program, you have to go to debug session. Here you have to start debugging. Now it will come to debugging session. Here you have to run the program by using this icon, or you can go to debug and you can press run. After pressing run, it will be executed. You have to stop the running to get the result. So now stop the running process. Now you can see the result for the given equation 6x square minus 9x plus 2 for a given x value. X value is 2 here. So the result will be 8. That will be present in R7. This is how you can write the program and execute that program in Keil software. So you can see the result in R7, that is 8 for the given x is equal to 2. Next we'll see some of the multiple choice questions related to this session. First one, ARM stands for option A, Advanced Risk Mechanism, option B, Advanced Review Machine, option C, Advanced Risk Machine, option D, all of the above. And the correct answer is ARM stands for Advanced Risk Machine. Second question, RISC stands for option A, Reduced Instruction Set Computer, option B, Reduction Instruct Set Computer, option C, Review Instruction Set Computer, option D, all of the above. And the correct answer is RISC stands for Reduced Instruction Set Computer. Third question, the ARM core uses dash architecture. Option A, RISC, option B, CISC, option C, both RISC and CISC, option D, none of the above. And the correct answer is ARM core uses RISC architecture. Fourth question, ARM processor is dash bit processor. Option A, 8, option B, 32, option C, 16, option D, 64. And the answer is ARM processor is a 32-bit processor. Next question, general purpose registers holds the dash. Option A, data, option B, address, option C, both, option D, none of the above. And the correct answer is general purpose registers holds both data and address. Sixth question, dash register is used as the stack pointer. Option A, R13, option B, R14, option C, R15, option D, R16. The correct answer is R13 register is used as the stack pointer. Next question, dash register is called as the link register. Option A, R13, option B, R14, option C, R15, option D, R16. And the answer is R14 is called as the link register. Next question, ARM7 TDMI has a total of dash registers. Option A, 37, option B, 24, option C, 15, option D, 8. The correct answer is 37. Next question, ARM7 TDMI has a total of dash general purpose registers. Option A, 31, option B, 24, option C, 16, option D, 8. The correct answer is 31 general purpose registers. Next question, dash type of instructions are used to add and subtract a 32-bit numbers. Option A, compare, option B, logical, option C, arithmetic, option D, all of the above. And the correct answer is arithmetic type of instructions are used to add and subtract 32-bit numbers. These are the references I have used to prepare this presentation. Thank you.